Welcome back to Winging It. Today I'm going to be cooking. It's going to be a creamy sort of beef and pasta meal. I think it's going to be good. I'm kind of making up the recipe on the fly right now based on some other stuff I've done in the past. So yeah, let's get to it. First thing we're going to be doing is to make our creamy sauce. We're going to be doing that cauliflower cream that we've done in the past. So I've got a head of cauliflower here. I'm going to take off a couple of the florets of them. So that we can steam them in our Instant Pot. Get them nice and soft. So just grab one, maybe two of these. If this big. This is just the cream. Don't forget, we're not using this as our solids. So yeah, this should be good. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna throw it into our Instapot, which the pot for the Instapot right here. And we're gonna throw it actually on top. Where did I put it? I don't think I actually took it out. I did take it out. Oh, we're gonna be using a steamer basket. This allows steam to get in without soaking the thing. Gonna need some garlic as well for this, so throw these in here. Taking a handful of garlic, throwing that in there as well. And now we're just gonna add just enough water for it to steam up and pressurize the Instant Pot. So I usually go not that much, something like, I don't know if you can see, but not much water is coming out. Just enough to really soak the bottom. Not soak, like quarter inch of water at the bottom. That should be enough water. Alright. Coming over to the Instapot. Turn off that blinding light. Alright, I'll pull this out. And we're going to be setting this pressure cook for 5 minutes. Put it on the lid. Let that sit and do its job. While that's going on, we'll make the rest of the food for it, because that probably only take 10 minutes maybe at most. So we have plenty of time to make our beef and our vegetables. So we'll start by spiralizing, making the pasta that we're going to be putting into this beef and pasta. That's a little soft on that end, so that's getting discarded. So I have my zucchini here. Take off the head of it. And we have our spiralizer. Today, we're using just the blade, so we're going to get nice, thick spirals. Kind of like something that you would replace like bow ties with. Let me grab a plate so I can put them on that while it's coming out. And we don't want these things to be long, so I'm going to be constantly grabbing handfuls of this out. Push that in. I am now locking the... Come on. Ooh, you're going to be a problem today, aren't you? You're going to be a problem child. Well, I don't think I'm locking this thing to the kind of... Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Thought it was broken for a second. Alright. So putting that on, now I'm going to just quickly spiral and pull. Spiral and pull. It's going to take a bit of time. But we'll have a nice little plate of basically, basically like bow ties pasta, which is good for these sort of creamy sauces because it just holds on to that thick sauce a little better than just a regular one. Might have to grab a second zucchini. Yep, that's as far as it goes. That's not that much pasta. I want more pasta. Luckily, I have another zucchini. This is my last though, so that means I gotta go shopping. Zucchini is a staple, like cauliflower. Cauliflower and zucchini, the two staples in a balanced breakfast. All right, so I'm just taking, yeah, I'll do basically the whole thing. Worst case scenario, I can just throw some out. Put this on. And just loves coming up from being locked on the camera. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I definitely recommend the Spiralizing if you're on keto. Zucchini is obviously not a perfect substitution for pasta, but it is a good sauce delivery system, which any good pasta should be. That actually should be good. Save this one for another day. Oops. Almost had a disaster on our hands, boys and girls. You couldn't even see it. That back. All right. We have a zucchini. I'll put this aside till we need it. Now let's do our steak. I can also put this aside because we don't need that anymore either. It's over here. We got our steak. Cutting it open. Nice. Just regular strip steak. Give it a nice dry off. Get all that extra moisture off of there. Spilled blood all over my floor. Whoops. Now we're going to take this and we're going to do angle slices. So something like this. I like the angle slice. I think it gives the best mouthfeel when you actually cook these. I need to sharpen my knife. This thing is tearing. I use a whetstone to sharpen my knife. Find it better than trying to use like that stick thing. Stick thing never works. No, none of the gimmick knife sharpeners work. Whetstone works. Yeah, this is gonna be nice thin slices of steak. These should cook pretty quickly, but they have a lot of fat in the pan for when the cream goes in, which will be all absorbed by that cream. You want that. You like that. That's good. That's delicious. Look, I might be having some bad internet today. It's gonna be a bad video on YouTube. That's unfortunate. It's just one of those things. It just had to be bad. Ugh, fuck Comcast. Alright, we got our steak all shaved, so now we're gonna season it. Got a bowl here. We're gonna put all our steak into this bowl. Then we're gonna season it with some salt, pepper, which I need to fill up my pepper grinder. So salt. Red meat loves its salt, so. Grabbing some peppercorns. Now you're back, I guess you are. That could escape me. The cauliflower just turned on, so that's good. It's all up pressure. So it looks like we're making good time. Fortunately, you probably can't really see it because my network's so bad I'm losing 28% of frames. Oh, that's awful. Must look like a slideshow right now. Right, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, some smoked paprika. These are good flavors to add together. And because it's a sauce, I'm going to add a little onion powder. Right here. Be very gentle with the onion powder. It can really overpower everything. All you taste is onion if you put a little too much on there. Alright. Steak should be ready. And then we have mushrooms. We're done. We're just using these as sliced mushrooms. And they just slice little baby bellas. Alright, so now we're at the oven. Turn this on. And gotta put a little oil in the pan. Just a little bit because we're gonna be using a bit of oil in the cream itself. Which, do I have any butter? Nope, I am out of butter. What a terrible thing to say. The nightmare scenario. Out of butter. But we can just use olive oil. It'll be more of a. It's gonna be a different flavor than using the butter, but it's gonna be a good flavor still. Alright. This oil seems heated up. So we'll start with the mushrooms, start browning the mushrooms. Put a little salt and pepper on these mushrooms. Give it a nice little stir. Yeah, just trying to get the mushrooms brown. I'm just gonna let these sit for a minute, try to get them a little brown on one side. While that's going on, we got 2 minutes on the Instapot. So while that's working, we'll grab the thing we need to make the cream, which is the blender piece. So I'm grabbing these pieces from my Ninja blender. The blender head in the cup. It's absolutely horrible right now. 33% drop rate. What is going on today? Oof. That's bad. Bad. Such a good recipe too. Such a shame. Hopefully it's done by the end so we can at least get a good shot of the food. So these are beginning to sweat, but we want them a little brown before we put in our beef. Yeah, 1 minute on the cauliflower. We're probably going to end up, depending on what happens, throwing the cauliflower on, then coming back to here for the beef. Ugh, nightmare. Wonder if this is on Twitch's side. Probably not, though. I bet it's Comcast. It's usually Comcast. I hope you can at least hear me good, though. If not, see me. So I'm describing the recipe. It's not sounding like, eat sort of situation. Here's the cauliflower. Come over to the Instant Pot. Turn it off. Releasing the pressure. Get my glove here. Glove. Come on. And that moment when you're just waiting around for things and you know it's going to happen any second. That's watching this pin. There it is. Everything's nice and steamed in here. Alright, let's make some cauliflower cream. We got our blender. Grab the fork from over here so I don't have to hand pick, and I'll give these mushrooms a bit of a stir. These are getting close to where we want them to be. 1, 2, 3, and all the garlic. Whew. Hot. No! Nightmare scenario. Lost a piece of garlic. Oh, thank God, it was just cauliflower. I thought I just did a disservice to me and my people. Alright, next we're going to add some chicken bone broth. I think we want this to be a bit thicker of a sauce, so I'm not going to fill it up all the way. Something like there. And then we also want to add some olive oil so we get some nice oiliness in it. And we'll go salt. Nice amount of salt because we just put some oil in there. Pepper. And finally, do I want to do it? No, that will just come from me. I was going to put some smoked paprika, but I don't think I want that right now. I want this to be more creamy color versus a red color from the paprika. All right, so we're taking this, coming over to the blender. See if I can do this while you see it. All right, got the cup then. Why don't you just come with me? So we got a blender here. Sorry for the loud noise. All right, let's see how that tastes. Just got pop. Mm. It's very good. Very, very good. Everything mixes so well like that. It almost does taste like a cheese sauce. All right, now we're gonna cook our beef, and this is where we're gonna start speeding things up. So we got our mushrooms. They got a nice little brown on one side, which is what we're looking for. Let me show you. So something like that. One side brown. Give them a nice little stir. Move them over to one side of the pan. And we got our meat. So I got our beef here, all seasoned, all ready to go. We just gotta lay this on. Put that to the side. Give this a nice stir. All right. Trying to just get every single piece laying down flat, basically. And we're gonna let this sit for a bit. While we do, there's nothing to do. We marvel at our wonderful creation so far. And I'm gonna go grab a plate to prepare to plate up. Might need the salt later. I'll see. Yeah, plate. God. Can't control the internet, can you? Alright, I'm giving these a flip over. There you go. Just give them, yep, each one's the foot. Should have recorded this one in the background. I gotta stop not doing that. I have plenty of storage space. It's gonna need like another few seconds on the side, really. By a few seconds, I mean like a minute. And we just gotta mix it all together. Then we're gonna add our sauce, heat that up. Then we're gonna add our pasta, and that's gonna cook the zoodles at the same time. These are so thin that we don't want to like put them in the pan right now, or else they become mush by the time it's done. Mm. Right. Okay. So everything's mixed around. Mm. That's gonna be so good. Let's add our cauliflower sauce. Turn down the temperature on that. Ooh, ooh, look at it splatter. That was my bad. Yeah, I have this now on a medium low. Give that a nice stir. Oh, my laptop survived all that splatter. Mm. So allow the sauce to become nice and thick. You want to see this bubble a little bit more? Mushroom fell on the ground. Yeah, I ate it. What about it? Hard on that mushroom. Took it out of the can. I mean, container. I threw it in a pan and I let it heat up. So much work. Mm. Alright, yeah, that should be good on the sauce. Sauce seems to be mostly cooked. So now we're adding our pasta. Give that a nice stir. Get everything coated. And then I'm gonna peel the zucchini just so it's a nicer looking zoodle. It won't taste so good though. I like the skin. What am I doing? I will never do that. Never give up flavor for appearances. That's just the way of madness. Alright. Gotta turn off the heat, and we should be ready to plate this. The heat of the sauce should continue to cook the zoodles at this time. So let's go over to the table. Hope you could see everything there. I wasn't really care much about making this an amazingly fancy video because I noticed networks were bad. Why put 100% effort into 20% frame? Almost half frames now. Oh my god. Nightmare scenario 1. But this is a nice looking pasta. Try to make it look as nice as possible on this plate. See if I can do one of those fancy things with sauce. Nope. I don't know how to do that. That sauce is real good. Alright. Let's take a picture of this. Then we'll do the taste test. Let me just make it look as nice as possible. Get some mushroom on the top, some beef on the top. Yeah. That's a good picture. Very saucy looking dish. Very, very saucy. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff right there. The sauce is perfect. Just so creamy. Steak's so good too. And the zoodle is enough. Very good. Very, very good. I'm very sorry that no one's ever going to be able to follow this video. But, thanks for watching. Have a good night. And keep getting good.